Seniors, eat these 8 bedtime foods to heal your eyes and vision naturally while you sleep. Have your eyes started playing tricks on you after dark? Reading becomes harder, headlights feel blinding, you're blinking more, rubbing your eyes, and still things stay a little foggy. It's not just aging, and it's not just fatigue. It's a quiet breakdown happening behind your eyes in the retina, the cornea, the tear film. These tissues rely on a steady supply of nutrients to stay sharp, hydrated, and responsive. And by nightfall, those reserves are low. But here's the good news. Certain foods, eaten in the evening, can help your eyes recover while you sleep, and yes, it's not a magic. These are scientific proven foods that are helping millions to live a healthy life. Let's start with the most important one. Your eyes don't stop working when the lights go off. While you sleep, they shift into repair mode, rebuilding tissue, rebalancing moisture, clearing waste. But to do that, your eyes need specific building blocks, and some of the most important ones come from fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna are loaded with DHA and EPA, 2 omega-3 fatty acids that make up a major part of your retina. DHA in particular helps keep the photoreceptor cells in your eyes healthy and responsive. These are the very cells that allow you to see clearly, especially in low light. If your eyes feel dry at night, or you wake up with irritation, that's often a sign of inflammation and poor lubrication. DHA helps by improving the oily layer of your tear film, which keeps moisture locked in overnight. EPA steps in to reduce inflammation that builds up across the day. Together, they don't just soothe tired eyes, they help restore them. But timing is an important factor that matters a lot. Eating omega-3 rich fish before bed gives your body a direct supply of these fats at the time your eyes begin repairing themselves. That's why dinner, not lunch, is the best window for this nutrient to work its magic. And no, you don't need to overdo it. A 4 to 6 ounce portion of wild-caught salmon, baked or lightly pan-seared in olive oil, is more than enough. Avoid deep frying. The high heat and added oils cancel out the benefit. Season it with herbs, not heavy sauces. And if you prefer variety, rotate in sardines or mackerel once or twice a week. Even canned options work, as long as they're packed in water or olive oil, not soybean or sunflower oil. If you're not a fan of fish, this is one case where a high-quality fish oil supplement might be worth considering, but real food always delivers more than just the label nutrients. It gives you the cofactors, the texture, the experience, and better absorption. You can pair the fish with steamed greens or roasted carrots for an even stronger eye-healing combo. Before we get to the next food, let me ask you something. Where are you watching from, and what kind of vision challenges are you working through right now? Whether it's dry eyes, night blindness, or just tired, gritty vision by bedtime, I'd love to know. This helps me craft better content for you. If you're trying to protect your eyes naturally, make sure to subscribe to Knowhow and tap the bell so you don't miss what's next. And if this is helping so far, type 1 in the comments, or 0 if not. I want this channel to be shaped by your needs. Now, let's move to the second powerhouse food, one that works hand in hand with omega-3s to shield your eyes from light damage and oxidative stress, especially at night, when artificial light and screen exposure push them into overdrive. That's where leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collards step in. These greens are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that concentrate in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Think of them as your eye's natural filter. They absorb harmful blue light, reduce glare, and help your eyes recover from brightness more quickly. This matters even more in the evening. When your eyes are exposed to screens, bedside lamps, or TV glare, oxidative stress builds in the retina. Lutein and zeaxanthin go to work while you sleep, repairing that stress and shielding the photoreceptors from damage. Seniors often struggle with contrast sensitivity, the ability to distinguish shapes in low light or red text on dim screens. These two compounds help maintain that contrast, which is crucial for safe movement at night, driving, and even recognizing faces clearly in soft lighting. But there's a catch. These nutrients are fat-soluble. That means your body can't absorb them well unless they're eaten with healthy fat. So if you're just tossing raw spinach into a salad, you're missing out. Instead, sauté your greens in a spoonful of olive oil, not butter or margarine, and add a pinch of black pepper and sea salt. Keep the heat low and the cooking time short to preserve nutrient quality. You can also toss in garlic or onions to round out the flavor and boost circulation, another plus for eye health. Aim for one generous handful per meal. Rotate between spinach, kale, and collard greens throughout the week to avoid taste fatigue and widen your nutrient spectrum. And if raw is your preference, pair leafy greens with an olive oil-based dressing, avocado, or crushed walnuts. Again, the fat is the key that unlocks the nutrients. These greens don't just support night vision, they make your eyes more resilient to everyday stress. Combined with omega-3s from fish, you're giving your body a powerful 1-2 punch. Repair from within and defense from exposure. Next up is a food that takes everything you just built and supercharges its absorption. And you might already have it sitting in your fridge. We just talked about how leafy greens deliver lutein and zeaxanthin, but remember, those nutrients can't do much without the right partner. And one of the best partners is sitting in the middle of a food most of us already eat: the egg yolk. Egg yolks are more than just protein. They contain highly absorbable forms of lutein and zeaxanthin, along with vitamin A and zinc, two nutrients that take vision support to the next level. Let's start with the yolk's role in absorption. Unlike raw spinach or steamed kale, the fat in egg yolk makes lutein and zeaxanthin easier for your body to absorb and transport directly to your retina. These aren't just trace amounts either. Studies show the carotenoids in egg yolks are more bioavailable than in most vegetables. Then there's vitamin A, the one nutrient your eyes can't function without. It keeps the cornea, the clear front surface of your eye, smooth and healthy. It also plays a direct role in helping you see in low light. If you struggle to adjust when going from a bright room to a darker one, or your eyes take longer to settle after turning out the lights, a lack of vitamin A could be part of the reason. Zinc is the carrier that delivers that vitamin A from your liver to your retina. Without enough zinc, the process slows down and your eyes start to suffer, especially in the dark. Eggs offer all of these in one compact, affordable package. Now, let's be clear. We're talking about the whole egg, not just the whites. The nutrients we're focused on live in the yolk. And forget the outdated fear of cholesterol. For most people, moderate egg consumption actually supports heart health and nutrient density. So how should you eat them? The goal is gentle cooking. Soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in olive oil or avocado oil preserves the delicate fats and avoids oxidizing the yolk. 1 to 2 eggs in the evening, either on their own or as part of a veggie mix with greens or peppers, makes for a powerful, nutrient-dense bedtime meal. Avoid overcooking. No dry yolks or high-heat frying. That degrades the very nutrients your eyes are hungry for. And compared to supplements, whole eggs offer something most capsules can't: complete synergy. The fat, protein, micronutrients, and flavor all work together to support absorption and digestion. That's why food, when chosen wisely, often beats pills. We've now covered 3 essential eye-saving nutrients: omega-3s, antioxidants, and vitamin A, all tied to better absorption and real overnight recovery. But what if your night vision is already fading? What helps if you've already noticed things getting darker, blurrier, harder to see in the evening? That brings us to the fourth food, the one most linked to reversing poor low-light vision. If egg yolks help deliver vitamin A directly to the eyes, carrots and sweet potatoes help stock the supply chain by delivering one of the richest natural sources of beta-carotene, the compound your body uses to make that same vitamin. Beta-carotene is a pigment that gives orange vegetables their color, but inside your body, it plays a much deeper role. Once converted to vitamin A, it feeds the rod cells in your retina, the ones responsible for helping you see in low light. These cells are the reason you can make out shapes in a dim room, navigate to the bathroom at night without flipping on a light, or adjust when stepping out of a brightly lit hallway into the evening air. When rod cells don't get the vitamin A they need, you start experiencing night blindness, slower light adaptation, and even a persistent haze that won't go away with glasses. This is a slow breakdown, and most seniors chalk it up to aging, but your body is waiting for raw materials, and carrots and sweet potatoes deliver them. Carrots are easy to prepare. Roast them in the oven with olive oil, a pinch of sea salt, and herbs like rosemary or thyme. Roasting unlocks more beta-carotene than eating them raw. If you prefer a quick snack, steam and mash them with garlic or serve with hummus for extra zinc and protein. Sweet potatoes offer even more beta-carotene per serving, plus fiber, potassium, and a small amount of vitamin C. They're easy on digestion, and they pair well with healthy fats, which again help with absorption. Try mashed sweet potatoes with a dash of turmeric and a bit of black pepper before bed. The combination offers anti-inflammatory benefits that extend beyond the eyes, supporting full-body recovery. And here's a tip. Always add a bit of fat, whether it's olive oil on carrots or a spoonful of ghee on mashed sweet potatoes. That fat makes the beta-carotene usable. Without it, much of that bright orange power passes through your system unused. These foods do more than support night vision. They also improve skin around the eyes, protect the cornea, and give your body the signal that it's time to regenerate, not just survive another day. If this video is helping you, even just a little, hit that thumbs up button. It might seem like a small thing, but it helps this content reach someone else, someone who's struggling with the same quiet problems in their vision, hoping for a real solution. We've now covered the key nutrients that support the surface of your eyes and the cells inside them. But there's one more factor we haven't touched yet: blood flow. Your retina depends on tiny blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients through the night. If those vessels weaken or stiffen, nothing you eat gets where it needs to go. So now we are going to uncover a small but powerful food group that helps keep those vessels open and your vision alive. You just saw how carrots and sweet potatoes help power your night vision by feeding the retina directly. But nutrients can't do much if they don't get delivered. That's where blood flow steps in, and that's exactly what berries help restore. Blueberries, kiwi, blackberries, and other richly pigmented fruits are loaded with anthocyanins, compounds that strengthen the fragile blood vessels feeding your retina. These antioxidants also reduce oxidative stress in the eye, especially in areas where light exposure has worn things down. When microvessels are weak, nutrients don't reach where they're needed and waste doesn't clear efficiently. The result: retinal stress, eye fatigue, that foggy, heavy feeling by bedtime. Vitamin C plays a key role here too. It supports the collagen structure of these tiny vessels, keeping them flexible and able to respond to changes in pressure and blood flow while you sleep. It's especially critical for aging eyes, where blood circulation naturally declines and inflammation quietly builds. Think of berries as a night cream for your eyes, working quietly while you sleep, repairing from the inside out. The best part? They're effortless to prepare. A small bowl of fresh blueberries after dinner, a kiwi sliced and sprinkled with a pinch of sea salt, or a simple berry yogurt bowl using plain, unsweetened yogurt makes for a light, digestion-friendly nighttime snack. You can also blend a few berries with ice, chia seeds, and water or almond milk into a quick smoothie that satisfies without weighing you down. Just avoid pairing them with heavy sugars or processed granola that cancels out the benefit. Stick with clean, whole additions like ground flaxseed or chopped nuts, which will actually support your next eye-focused food. And while fresh berries are best, frozen is a solid backup. Just make sure there's no added sugar. A frozen blueberry warmed and softened in a bit of water still delivers the same anthocyanin punch. Consistency is what counts here. Over time, these compounds build up and support capillary strength in the retina, reducing the risk of diabetic retinopathy, macular degeneration, and other age-related eye diseases tied to poor circulation. Now, we've nourished the rods and cones, we've boosted blood flow, but there's still one part we haven't focused on: the delicate outer layers of the eye. That's where irritation often starts. Redness, dryness, scratchiness, especially in the morning. So next, we shift to something small, crunchy, and powerful, a food group that quietly shields your eye's surface through the night. That's where nuts and seeds step in. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, these aren't just heart-healthy snacks. They carry some of the most important compounds for eye surface health: vitamin E and plant-based omega-3s, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects the membranes of your eye cells from oxidative stress. Every time your eyes blink, filter light, or shift focus, they're exposed to micro-level wear and tear. Over time, this stress adds up, especially in aging eyes. Vitamin E acts like a shield, preserving the integrity of those cells and slowing down age-related damage. Meanwhile, ALA helps reduce inflammation on the eye's surface and supports the oily layer of your tear film. This is essential for preventing overnight dryness, the gritty, irritated feeling many seniors wake up with. But like the previous nutrients we've discussed, timing matters. Eating a small handful of these nutrient-dense foods at night gives your body access to these protective compounds during the hours your eyes are most vulnerable, when blinking stops, moisture drops, and healing kicks in. So how do you work these into a bedtime routine? Here are a few easy options. Almond butter on whole grain toast about 1 hour before bed. Add a sprinkle of crushed flax seeds if you like a little crunch and want an extra omega-3 boost. Chia pudding made by soaking chia seeds in almond milk or oat milk, mixed with cinnamon or a few berries. This is soothing, easy to digest, and delivers fiber along with eye-supporting fats. Walnut-studded salads or roasted veggie bowls at dinner. A quarter cup of walnuts is enough to deliver meaningful ALA and vitamin E without overloading your calories. You don't need to eat all these every day. Just rotate them through your weekly meals. One night it's chia, the next night it's almonds. Your eyes benefit from the variety. And while we've covered 6 powerful foods so far, I know that remembering everything, which food supports what, how to prepare it, when to eat it, can get overwhelming. So I've put together a simple, free PDF guide that lists all 8 of these vision-healing foods, their benefits, and exactly how to use them. It's pinned in the first comment below this video. No signups, no gimmicks, just a helpful resource you can save or print. Now, we've supported your eye cells, boosted blood flow, and strengthened your outer membrane. But none of that matters if the nutrients can't reach their destination. So next, we'll focus on a food that doesn't just support the eyes. It helps deliver nutrients right where they're needed most, deep inside your retina. And the best part? You might already be using it before bed. We just talked about nuts and seeds, the quiet protectors that guard the surface of your eyes through the night. But no matter how good your nutrient intake is, it doesn't matter unless those nutrients get delivered where they're needed most. That delivery system depends on 2 key nutrients: vitamin A, and zinc. And one of the simplest, most accessible sources of both is dairy products, specifically grass-fed milk or plain yogurt. Let's break that down. Vitamin A is critical for eye health. It supports the cornea, aids tear production, and fuels the rods and cones that control low-light vision. But your body can't do much with stored vitamin A unless it has enough zinc to transport it to your retina. Zinc acts like the courier. It moves vitamin A out of storage and into action, directly into the retina, where it supports cell function, sharpness, and recovery. Without enough zinc, even a vitamin A-rich diet can fall flat. And here's the thing. As we age, our ability to absorb zinc drops. This makes nighttime replenishment even more important for seniors. Grass-fed dairy offers both of these nutrients in an easily digestible form. Compared to conventional dairy, grass-fed versions are higher in omega-3s, conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, and antioxidants, all of which support overall cellular health, including in your eyes. But dairy's benefits go beyond just nutrients. When consumed before bed, especially as warm milk, dairy also helps stimulate melatonin production. That's your sleep hormone, and it matters more than you think. A deeper, more restful sleep allows your body to shift into parasympathetic mode, rest and repair. And during that mode, your body clears retinal waste, rehydrates tear glands, and restores cell membranes that took damage during the day. This means a simple cup of warm milk before bed doesn't just help you sleep, it gives your body the signal to begin healing. Now, some important distinctions. Skip the sugary, fruit-flavored yogurts. They're marketed as healthy, but loaded with added sugars that spike insulin and trigger low-grade inflammation. Two things that harm eye tissue over time. Instead, go for plain, unsweetened yogurt, ideally grass-fed, and top it with a few crushed walnuts or blueberries if you want to elevate the flavor and boost the nutrient density. A quarter cup of this at night is plenty. Prefer milk? Warm a small cup of grass-fed whole milk on the stove. Don't boil it. Add a pinch of turmeric or cinnamon for anti-inflammatory support. These additions don't just enhance taste, they support your body's overnight recovery processes. And if you're lactose sensitive, there are still options. Goat's milk, kefir, or lactose-free grass-fed yogurt offer many of the same benefits without the digestive discomfort. You're not aiming for volume here, just consistency. One small serving, one thoughtful preparation, repeated over time. That's how long-term change happens. We've now walked through 7 of the most powerful foods for nighttime eye health, each one playing a unique role in supporting, nourishing, and protecting your vision. But one remains: it's crisp, it's colorful, and it brings an antioxidant surge that ties everything together, especially when eaten just before bed. Let's close strong with food number 8. We just covered dairy and its underrated power to deliver vision-restoring nutrients right where your eyes need them, deep inside the retina. Now, it's time to talk about the amplifiers, the foods that don't just support your vision on their own, but supercharge the effect of everything else you've already eaten. Enter red bell peppers and citrus fruits. These colorful, water-rich foods are packed with vitamin C, one of the most important antioxidants for your eyes, yet often overlooked by seniors who focus only on vision vitamins like A or E. But here's what most people miss. Without vitamin C, the blood vessels in your retina and around your cornea start to lose their flexibility. That makes it harder for nutrients to reach your eye tissue and harder for toxins to clear out. Vitamin C keeps those tiny vessels elastic and strong, protecting against microleaks and buildup. When combined with lutein, which red peppers and citrus both contain in small but impactful amounts, it also helps filter blue light, speed up tissue recovery from UV damage, and reduce inflammation caused by daily exposure to screens and artificial lighting. This is especially useful for people who experience puffy eyes, eye strain, or that tight, tired feeling around the sockets at night. So, what's the best way to eat them? Let's start with red bell peppers. These are not only rich in vitamin C, but they're also one of the few vegetables that actually retain their antioxidants when eaten raw. Just half a cup of chopped raw red bell pepper provides nearly double the daily value of vitamin C in a form your body absorbs quickly. Slice them fresh into salads or pair them with hummus or plain yogurt for an eye-nourishing evening snack. You can also sauté them lightly with olive oil and toss into a veggie stir-fry alongside spinach, garlic, and a soft-boiled egg, building a fully loaded eye-healing meal from multiple sections of this video. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, and kiwi offer a slightly different angle. They hydrate, refresh, and support collagen formation in the delicate tissues around your eyes. Kiwi, in particular, has been shown in studies to improve sleep quality when eaten before bed, thanks to its natural serotonin precursors, while also delivering a concentrated dose of vitamin C. Try mixing orange or grapefruit slices into a spinach salad, or simply enjoy a kiwi or mandarin orange as your after-dinner treat. And if you want something lighter, add lemon or lime slices to warm water or herbal tea, giving your system a subtle antioxidant lift as you wind down. Here's a bonus. Citrus fruits can enhance iron absorption from plant foods like spinach and legumes, so when paired correctly, they help other nutrients work better too. What sets this food group apart is how synergistic it is. Red peppers and citrus aren't just protective, they're amplifiers. They boost the delivery, absorption, and performance of all the other nutrients you've consumed, from omega-3s in salmon to carotenoids in sweet potatoes to zinc and vitamin A in dairy. They also bring color, hydration, and ease of use. No fancy prep, no expensive supplements. Just clean, vibrant foods that your eyes recognize and your body knows what to do with. At this point, you've built an entire system. Support for your retina, your cornea, your tear film, your blood vessels, and even your sleep quality. Every food plays a role. And when combined consistently, not perfectly, they create a routine your body can rely on. Now, let's bring it all together. From the omega-3s in salmon to the antioxidants in citrus, you've seen how each of these 8 foods plays a unique role in rebuilding and protecting your vision, but none of them work in isolation. They operate like a team. And when that team shows up together, especially before bed, they don't just maintain your eyesight, they help restore it. Because here's what most people miss. Your eyes heal at night. While you sleep, your tear film resets, your retinal cells repair, inflammation drops, circulation slows, giving nutrients the time they need to be absorbed and put to work, but only if those nutrients are available. That's the difference between someone who wakes up with gritty, tired eyes and someone who wakes up feeling refreshed, clear, and focused. It's not just sleep, it's what you feed your eyes before sleep that sets the stage. Now, don't worry. This doesn't mean you need to prepare 8 different ingredients every night. Start simple. Here's how to rotate them without overwhelm. Night 1. Baked salmon with sautéed spinach and a warm cup of milk before bed. Night 2, scrambled eggs with red bell peppers, a handful of berries, and a kiwi for dessert. Night 3, mashed sweet potatoes with walnuts, a side salad with leafy greens and lemon, plus chia pudding. Night 4, grilled veggies with almond butter toast, followed by plain yogurt with citrus slices. Rotate, repeat, mix, and match. You're not aiming for perfection. You're building a rhythm that your body can depend on, one that aligns with how your eyes naturally recover. Remember, this isn't about a quick fix. It's about consistent support. Tiny shifts that, over weeks and months, lead to sharper night vision, better comfort, and more confidence in your eyes. You're no longer waiting and hoping your eyesight doesn't get worse. You're doing something about it. You've turned your evening routine into an act of repair, not just for your vision, but for your quality of life. And if you're feeling like this is a lot to remember, don't stress. I've already done the heavy lifting for you. You can grab the free PDF guide I mentioned earlier. It includes all 8 foods, their key nutrients, and how to combine them into simple evening meals. Just check the first comment below this video. It's there, waiting for you. Before we wrap, think about this. Your eyes have been working hard for you for decades. Every book you've read, every face you've recognized, every sunset you've paused to admire, they've been part of all of it. Now, it's your turn to give back tonight. Don't just eat, nourish, don't just sleep, heal. Your vision deserves that.